Hi guys, welcome to the Honest Perfume Reviewer. My name is Kiki. I'm filming from Sweden. I haven't put up any videos for quite a while now, and it's because I've been really busy painting my fence. What it has given me the opportunity to do is to try some fragrances out in the sun because it's been really sunny. And that is, some fragrances work really well in warmer weather. And one fragrance that I have tried is this one. It's called Sunshine, and it's from Amouage. And I'll tell you what the box looks like. It's quite beautiful. This is actually not my bottle. I've been through like a half a decant. I've tried it in store before. If you've only seen pictures of this like online, when you actually hold the bottle, it has like, it's not plasticky at all. It's like some kind of glass, but it's colored, and then it has like a nice magnetic top. And it feels very luxurious, I'll have to say. I will not be purchasing a bottle of this, and I'll tell you why. It is a beautiful scent, and I like it, but I don't absolutely love it, and I'm not quite happy with the performance. And if I start with the way it smells, the most dominant note is Osmanthus, which is not a favorite note of mine in general. It's kind of known to be both a little bit leathery and kind of like, it smells a little bit like, you know, peaches and apricots. And I do find this very apricot-ish, like a creamy apricot, kind of semi-gourmand fragrance. So it's fruity, floral, and it leans gourmand. And I think it's because of the vanilla and almond that it has, which I don't either typically love. At least not almond can make it go a little bit too sweet, or is often used in fragrances that are too sweet, I should say, because almond in itself is not so sweet. But it has some magnolia. It also has white tobacco, which is actually a floral note. It's not like the tobacco leaves. So this is not a bit masculine. I do find it quite unisex. I think anyone could wear this. But this is actually the Sunshine for women. They have one, I think, for men as well, but it comes in a different bottle. I haven't tried that. But this one, the reason it's this kind of, after it becomes a skin scent quite quickly. The longevity is pretty good. If I go to my arm, I can still smell it, and I sprayed this on like 4 hours ago. But it hasn't projected like at all. Like, I haven't been able to smell myself if I haven't like gone to my arm, which I find really unsatisfying for a fragrance at this price point, when I don't get those kind of like these wafts of my own perfume. I really like to enjoy my own fragrance, and I don't with this one. And it's kind of I kind of feel like it has a lot going on down here, like with the osmanthus and the white tobacco and the vanilla and everything. But I think it lacks something bright in here, I think, especially if it should have this name Sunshine. So maybe I would have liked something like citrusy in the top, or maybe, I don't know, or something to make it project more perhaps. It doesn't quite lift for me. It's kind of like, I'm just not, if I was kind of like working on this perfume, I would still feel like there's something left to do to it. It's kind of the opposite of transparent, like it's really fuzzy. And the old scratch and sniff books that my mom used to read to me as a kid come to mind. Like you scratch and you smell the book page, and or kind of like a fragrant eraser, you know, those that had a special smell. It's kind of a little bit like that. But if you're into this kind of style of fragrance, this is not like a beach fragrance at all. I mean, it has nothing like aquatic or coconutish or even tropical. I don't think it's tropical like at all. You would think maybe it would be, but one that I do find quite tropical and kind of in the same ballpark, although they're not identical at all, where there I really feel like I'm craving for a full bottle, is 400 from Xerjoff. They both open bitter, just like this one has Artemisia in it, which makes it go like not too sweet. Because I'll have to say this, it's not cloyingly sweet. It's like really, really nice. It has a nice balance between like the bitterness and the sweetness and the creaminess and all that. And then it has a note of black currant, which I think also, you know, keeps it up a little bit from going into this total pastry-like thing. But the 400 from Xerjoff is like, it also has white tobacco. It also has some like, it has actually quite many like tropical flowers like ylang ylang, and it has honey, a beautiful honey note, and it really, really projects I think it has vanilla, patchouli. It has a really nice base, cedarwood, I think, and vetiver. And it kind of like, it 4 sprays and you're like good to go all day. When I wore that, I was like, I only had a sample with like this much left, and I wore it all, and it was just so beautiful all day long. I really enjoyed wearing that like every minute of the day. Whereas this, I put on maybe 4 or 5 sprays many hours ago, and I haven't really even felt it unless I've, gone like this. Okay, last time I tried it, I made some notes because I've worn it a couple times, this one. And I wrote that I felt it was a little bit like overripe fruit laying in a bowl, like almost getting a little fermented, or like almost, almost rotting. That like really sweet kind of like, I know Pulp from Byredo has that same kind of ripe fruit kind of thing, or dried fruit maybe, like dried apricots or like compote or something like that. No, I don't know. It's sweet. But it's not too sweet. It's not too sweet. That's not the problem. It is a little powderiness to it, but it's just not. It's too much down here. It lacks something. It doesn't perform so well. So I'm not going to be purchasing this. I'll go for the 400 from Xerjoff instead as an alternative. I heard some reviewers say that it is the safest blind buy from the Amouage perfume house. And that I'll have to probably agree with because it's such an easy wear. Nobody would dislike this. Nobody would be offended by it because it doesn't project so well. And it's soft and it's creamy and it's kind of delightful. It just isn't wow. That's what I feel about it. Because I know Amouage in general is like, they have a lot of fragrances with incense and very oriental. I think somewhere this was described as a floral oriental, and I don't find it so oriental really. It's an easy wear, an easy like. It goes a little bit more. It's a little bit closer to, I would say, designer fragrances than like Amouage, the other fragrances from Amouage, which I find like really niche and really kind of advanced, very oriental. So those were my thoughts on Amouage Sunshine. Go smell it, but don't buy it.